Hey y'all, Candace here.
And Katie here.
And welcome to Dead in the Heart of Texas, a Texas true crime and paranormal podcast. And not gonna lie, it's been a while.
I've actually picked up quite a lovely British accent. Just kidding.
Yes, as you can hear from Katie's lovely British accent, she is now British. But no, we're coming to you from Texas and another undisclosed state.
As it should be.
Social distancing since before it was needed. I know that it's a very scary time, very uncertain time, and my heart goes out to everyone who's been affected by, everyone's been affected by COVID-19, but my heart goes out to those who are working on the front line, those who have lost their jobs, those who are the essential workers, and just, if I could, I would give you all a big hug, and I'm not a hugger, so just keep on fighting the good fight. Texas thinks it's gonna open up on Friday.
Oh.
And a lot of businesses are saying no, which is good. I think it's a little too soon to open yet. At the same time, I know a lot of those small businesses really need the business, so go out and support a local business if you can. Donate to a food drive if you can. Order some takeout, treat yourself. And yeah, we'll get through this. Stay safe.
We shall. And listen to the podcast, because this will keep you entertained.
Yeah, it will. Alright, so little life updates, I guess. What's going on? So we tried to record an episode in December, and we were so happy. We were able to record a full episode, and then as we were editing it, we realized that the audio was all kinds of funky again. So hopefully this won't happen this time.
I have good feelings about this try.
I do too. I'm gonna knock on some wood.
Yeah, me too.
So what's been going on with you? I think the last time we talked to the people was before you were married.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Huh. Well, I've been married 9 months. And no, I'm not pregnant. Don't ask.
Yeah, don't ask.
I'm going to graduate school, guys. I'm not going to tell you where, but I get to go on a full ride, so that's cool.
Whoever's listening right now just shut off when they heard that. They're like, and I'm done.
Well, I couldn't go if I didn't, so it's a good thing I got it.
I think it's amazing that you got a full ride.
I know. I'm amazed too, guys. This doesn't usually happen to people. So I get to tackle moving across the country from an undisclosed state to another undisclosed state during a pandemic. So who's the real winner?
Yeah, guys, who's the real winner? Well, for me, I've been furloughed. Oh, sorry, did you still want to talk?
Oh, I'm good. That was all of it.
Okay. I was like, and enough about you.
Exactly.
Just kidding. No, I've been furloughed, and yeah, if my job doesn't open back up by June 23rd, I think, I'm not gonna have a job. So I think this week I'm gonna start looking for new jobs now that Texas is reopening. Preferably a job where I can work from home.
Oh my gosh. I feel like there are, well, of course there are businesses that do that. I'll help you research too. And if you guys have any ideas, comment.
Getting sidetracked. I'm also on my second cup of coffee, so sorry.
Wait, caffeine?
Yes.
At 10, 11 p.m.?
I know. I was gonna have a drink, but I still have to drive home after this because I'm recording at my mom's house. Oh, which, by the way, we should be back on a regular recording schedule now. I finally have access to decent internet again. Yeah, no, I still have to drive home, so no alcohol, so I'd have some coffee to keep me awake. Because today's been a doozy. My mom had surgery today, and then I've been bottle feeding this kitten, and it passed away, and I cried. But I know it's in a better place.
It's away from all the people, so it is.
Yeah, I know St. Francis is cuddling it right now. somewhere wherever St. Francis is. St. Francis of Assisi is the patron saint of animals, by the way. For all you non-Catholics out there. He was my communion saint? No, not communion.
Oh.
Yeah? I'm a bad Catholic. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. The first time I was able to, like, drink the wine and officially be a Catholic, you get to pick your, like, patron saint. And so I, like, my Nana was like, you need to do research on all the saints. And I was like, which one's the animal one? And she's like, St. Francis. And I'm like, that's the one. No need to look. Yes. Anyways.
Nice.
So yeah, that's been my day. But my coffee is keeping me going. Yeah, I think
Coffee.
we've talked to the people enough about our lives. Should we go ahead and start?
Yep, let's share the very
Oh,
happy
yes,
stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are my notes? There they are. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
What do you prefer?
To quote my...
We're two indecisive people, guys.
It don't matter. I hate it when he tells me that.
See, guys, this is what happens when you put two indecisive people together and then give them both the choice.
It's the opening number, brought to you by Katie. This is what coffee does.
Alright, guys, so this is not supposed to sound like an advertisement, but as some of you may know, Netflix is putting out a new series about the famous Tejano singer, Selena. But before that series comes out, you get to hear about it from us.
That would be cool.
Oh, that's fair. I did sound very advertising.
Also, sorry, okay, one last interruption. MAC Cosmetics just came out with the new Selena line. It's probably all sold out, but I really want it. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry.
Oh. Yeah, Candace. No, but
I'll shut up.
Okay, so I feel like most people probably know who Selena is, but for those of you who don't, or who just want to hear it again, I will give you a brief summary of her amazing life and tragic ending to the life. Spoiler alert, sorry. But basically, her full name was Selena Quintanilla-Perez, and she was known as, like, the Queen of Tejano music, okay?
Okay.
So,
Yes, but also
I sound
Netflix,
super monotone.
wants to sponsor
it's the
us.
tea.
Should have had some coffee.
I've been drinking a lot. I've been drinking, like, so much tea since I've been here, and I'm like, it's supposed to make me zen, right? No.
Oh, I know. My anxiety was through the roof today, so this coffee was not a good idea.
Black tea. You look really sad that I suggested black tea. Never mind, don't drink black tea.
I think you...
Okay, anyway.
You froze on
Can you
my
hear me?
end, and I was like, is she doing a bit? Can you hear me?
I thought you were doing a bit.
No, I thought you were doing a bit.
No. Well.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going and we'll see how it goes.
Alright.
Oh my gosh. So, Selena was born in April of 1971 in Lake Jackson, Texas. Let's see. So her parents were, and I'm trying to pronounce these correctly, guys. Sorry, I'm Asian. We'll see how this goes. But her mother was Marcela Quintanilla, and her father was Abraham Quintanilla Jr. And so basically, I feel like Selena was basically like a musical prodigy, and her father discovered or noticed her musical talents when she was only 6. Basically, he realized she could carry a tune perfectly and naturally had great rhythm. So basically, if she hears...
Can't relate.
For non-musical people, that means she could hear a song once and do it perfectly. So I put it in very,
okay. Thank you.
what's the word? Yeah, I put it in Candace
terms? You put
but
it
yeah,
in Candace terms.
basically not a lot of people can do that. And so basically she's amazing. And so her family opened a Tex-Mex restaurant in 1981. So that was like 10 years after she was born. Selena and her siblings, Abraham III, and her sister Suzette, formed a band. And I don't really think it was their choice because the father realized, oh, Selena has this great talent. let's like make her work on it. So the kids all got to do band every day, family band after school. I've only seen the movie, but it didn't look like they wanted to do it at first.
Yeah. According to the movie, they were not thrilled about it, especially her sister.
And if the siblings happen to be listening to this podcast one day and I give misinformation, I apologize. This is just based on the research that I've done.
If you'd like to come
yeah.
on the podcast and talk about it
and want to educate us more, I'm down.
That would be cool.
So they all got to
Yes,
play and perform at the restaurant. So basically every day after school. And it sounded like a lot of work. And I don't know if I'd want to do that as a kid, to be honest. Because I liked doing nothing as a kid. So basically in 1982, a year after, the restaurant closed because of a recession. Yeah, so...
Which is where we're headed. Yikes. Sorry, didn't mean to bring that down.
Let's see. Okay. So
continue.
In lieu of that, the family had to declare bankruptcy. They were evicted. And yeah, this is just such positive news. But they had to resettle and move to Corpus Christi, Texas. So like after that, after they'd moved, her father became the official manager of the band. And I didn't mention this earlier, but the kids band was called Selena y los Dios. And I believe that Abraham used to be in a band called, was it Abraham and y los Dios or just y los Dios? But anyway, that's something I noticed. I should have made that more specific. They just popped into my head, so that's cool. So he had some experience like with the vernacular of like a music band and trying to get gigs. So basically, that was now his kids' new life. And they would perform at quinceañeras, at local fairs, and they'd honestly just perform like on the street to get like publicity, you know? At some point in her teens, Selena began to record professionally. This must be shocking to all of you. She was discriminated against a lot, and people would refuse to book her because she performed Tejano music. And at that time, Tejano music was pretty male-dominated. Just imagine that.
What? You don't say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine.
Yeah, sexism isn't a thing. Never. Okay.
No.
But, okay.
Never experienced it.
In 1980s... Yeah, guys. Yeah.
That was being sarcastic, by the way.
Guys.
Please don't email us.
Let's see. So, in 1987... Despite all the hardships at first, Selena won the Tejano Music Award for Female Vocalist of the Year. And she went on to win that award 9 consecutive times. And at that point, her fame soared at that point, and I feel like she had no problem booking any gigs. So, in 1989, she signed with EMI Latin, a record label, and released her debut album the same year. And then some more fun facts. She released, I'm trying to pronounce these names, I don't know how well it's going. So she released the album Entre a Mi Mundo in 1992, which became the #1 on the US Billboard Regional Mexican Albums. And it was on the chart for 8 consecutive months. So she was killing it. And this album is actually considered her breakthrough album. This was also the album with a little song you might have heard of, Como la Flor. And I'm not gonna sing it. That would not be good.
I love that one.
I only know those 3 words. And if you want to sing it, you can.
Sing it. Just kidding.
But
I don't want to get
girl.
sued. Oh, yes, the white girl. Yeah. Oh, by the way, what a pair we make. My boss, she would throw little like karaoke parties at her house. And most of the my coworkers are Hispanic and they speak like fluent Spanish. And they always sing a Selena song, and one of them was like, "Come sing with us," and I was like, "No, no, you don't want me on that."
Seriously.
I'll wait till you play a Disney
I feel like
song,
everything's so
then
risky these days too.
Okay, so continue.
That's another tangent, so maybe not today. But let's see. So in 1993,
for another day,
her album called Live with an exclamation point won Best Mexican American Album at the 1994 Grammy Awards. So just a little thing, right? And she was the first...
Just a small thing.
It was the first recording by a female Tejano artist to win. Go Selena, right? And then another famous... I feel like all her albums were like super successful. But in 1994, another album called Amor Prohibido became one of the best-selling Latin albums in the US. And it's actually credited as being responsible for Tejano's music's first marketable era. So kind of just put it on the chart, which is really cool. So some personal facts about Selena, well, mainly one.
Thanks.
At some point in her career, she and one of her guitarists, Chris Perez, fell in love. And the thing is, her father didn't approve of it. Like, I think he was very business focused and also very protective of his children. And because of that, Selena and Chris eloped in April of 1992. Luckily, after they'd done that, her father accepted the fact that his little girl was married. So, and then life resumed as usual. Let's see, and so now we get to the very sad part of the story, guys. And when I say story, I mean her life, because it actually happened. Don't want you to forget that.
Real quick, before we get into that, just a little fun fact. Katie and I have a mutual friend who is named after Selena. And Selena's aunt was a groupie.
Oh my gosh,
and I
really?
believe she knows Chris Perez.
Good.
Yes, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. I know for sure she was a groupie, and she was either obsessed with Chris Perez and knew him, or she was just obsessed with him and wished she knew him. But I'm pretty sure. I will text Selena.
Well, if she knows him, get him on the podcast.
And see.
Like, come on,
Okay.
Candace. Come on. Well, there can be a two-parter,
why did I think of this
so
connection
you know.
before? All right, continue. Well, there can be a whole
So now
Quintanilla, reunion on Dead in the Heart. They're like,
okay, I'm
they're like,
laughing,
we don't
but
want
now
any
we have
part
to
of
get
that.
to
Okay, continue.
the sad part of her life. So basically, some more background information. At some point when she was getting really big, she had opened a boutique called Selena, etc. Boutiques, I believe. She also, one of her fans named Yolanda Saldivar, became president of the fan club, ended up being the manager actually at Selena's boutiques. Honestly, at some point, the family was looking at the financial records and realized that a lot of the stuff was missing, and they started looking into it because members who paid to be in the fan club complained of never getting the stuff they were promised. And this all led to the family deciding to confront Yolanda and then also fire her. And so just imagine, as a crazed fan is, there have been many throughout history, she did not take that well.
me with the Jonas Brothers. No, just kidding. Don't compare me to Yolanda.
But anyway, so Yolanda did not take that well, and she asked to meet with Selena in person. And, well, as you guys can probably figure, I do not know Selena. I've only seen and read about her, but she seems like the kind of person who would have been very, loving and try to see the best in people. And I believe that might be why she agreed to meet with her. And basically, on March 31st, she went to meet with Yolanda, and she shot her and killed her. And, well, there is no end. That's what happened. Let's see. So Saldivar has been in prison ever since, but I don't remember if she's actually been released.
No, she is not. She is still in prison. You will know she's been released because Texas will riot.
I feel like I remember seeing articles she might go on parole or something, right?
Yeah, it turns out they were just rumors. Fake news. No,
gosh.
there would be a mob waiting for
So
her
basically,
at the-
to take the spotlight off of the evil person, let's go back to Selena. So basically, 2 weeks after her death, then future President George W. Bush, who was governor at the time, declared Selena's birthday Selena Day in Texas. I guess it's not very advertised.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I'll remind you. Oh, we missed it. April 16th. Okay, so after she died, her crossover album, the one she'd been working on at the time of her death, Dreaming of You, debuted atop Billboard 200, and this made Selena the first Latin artist to do this. So even after she died, she was still doing amazing things musically. So then the last thing I have here, but it's not the last thing, obviously. So in 1997, Candace and I have referenced this, but in 1997, Warner Bros. Released a movie about Selena, and that's kind of what made a certain little star named J-Lo famous. I would encourage all of you to watch this movie because I did feel like it was very well done, and I know that the family was very close to the project and was very active and make sure everything was done with honor and honesty. So I would encourage you guys to watch that. And then when the Netflix series comes out, hey, sponsor us, you should watch that too. I think it'll be good.
Yes, I'm looking.
When does it come
forward
out?
to it. Time is not real.
Well, it's supposed to come out at some point, guys. So that's going to be good. So watch the other movie first.
I think they cast the lead actress who will be playing Selena, and I believe
really?
the actress is from San Antonio.
Well,
It's supposed to come out this summer.
It's May in a couple of days, so something to look forward to.
It's gonna be May.
Okay, you're fired. Okay.
Oh, I mean, come on. You can't just say in a couple days it's gonna be May and not sing that.
I can, and I did.
It's gonna be May.
Yeah, you're fired. Find
Now
another
that-
partner.
now that we have lost all listeners. Sorry, was that all?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. I learned some things. Actually, I think our producer is from Lake Jackson, which is where Selena's from. I think I remember him telling me that.
I see myself frozen, so I'm gonna turn off my camera and see if that fixes it.
You've been frozen for a while, but I can hear you perfectly. Am I frozen?
No.
Well, there you go. You're back.
Yay, I'm
All
back.
right. I was like, there's a boy band song that says something about them being back, but that's Backstreet.
Your turn.
Backstreet's back. All right. Everybody.
Copyright.
Okay. Sorry. Don't sue us. We don't have the money. All right, y'all. So sorry about that. Apparently, our audio cut out during or after the Selena story. So for this week's episode, you'll just be getting the Selena story, and then, I'm sorry, some people don't pronounce it Selena, they pronounce it Selena. I'm sorry, I'm so white, I can't. Also, now that I think of it, there are a few, discrepancies in our story that I would like to address. John, does not live in, what is the city's name that you said Selena's from?
Oh my gosh, I don't even have my notes open.
He does not live in Lake Jackson. He was born there.
And does Selena's family friend know Chris Perez? Do you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't check.
Dang. Okay.
But yeah, a lot of people pronounce it Selena. Boo, 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 boo. And then he also wanted, well, he didn't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways.
Wow. She loves you guys that much.
I mean, he didn't disclaim that I couldn't say it, but apparently some guy that he plays video games with online, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong or don't correct me. His wife grew up next door to the Perez family, or no, the Quintanilla family, right? What was her maiden name?
Quintanilla?
Quintanilla, yes. He grew up... His wife grew up next door to the Quintanillas, and so, they played together as kids.
Oh, wow.
Which I thought was pretty cool. Very small world. I feel like a lot of people have stories about them.
Get them on the show.
Get them on the show. Come join us. All right, so before we leave you, we just want to talk to you about some creative side projects we have going on. Katie, I'll let you go ahead and start.
All right. Well, I have started a cute little YouTube channel where I have already made one beauty video, and I've made one beauty video and also my last beauty video until I think of something else I can actually do. And so it'll basically be, I guess, lifestyle, funny stuff. You can see me ramble, see me drink tea. And then maybe
What's
some
the channel?
vlogs. And the name is Freckled to a T. And then you spell tea like the drink. T-E-A.
Cool. I'm sorry I cut you off. What were you saying?
I don't remember.
I'm so sorry. I am the worst. I always do that, I feel like.
It's the internet. Just blame the internet.
Yeah, we'll blame the internet on most of our problems, except you're doing great tonight, sweetie. Please don't cut out the audio again.
Oh gosh.
I love the internet. It's great.
It is great. It just has to love us.
Maybe if we love it, it'll love us. I don't know.
We do love it.
Anyways. Then why does it cut out our audio?
Okay, you need to stop
it's not the
jinxing it
internet.
now. We have to just knock on some wood because we jinxed it like
Knocking
5
wood.
times.
Knockin'. Okay, yes. So yeah, you have a channel, and then I am starting up a new podcast with our producer John. It's going to be called A Few Good Albums. I'll let you know when an episode is out. Currently, we haven't recorded yet, but it's in the works. Doing research on it.
Our producer's trying to steal my co-host away from me.
No, he's not.
Mm-hmm.
He could never.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically we're going to be reviewing all kinds of different albums from different genres, different artists, little something for everyone. The goal is to get out of our comfort zone and listen to artists that we may not normally have listened to if not for the podcast. Yeah, that's all I have for now. But until next time, you can email us at deadintheheartoftexas
@gmail.com.
I was like, Dead in the Heart of Texas podcast at Gmail. And I was like, no, that's not right. It's Dead in the Heart of Texas at gmail.com. You can tweet at us at DITHOT podcast. That's DITOT podcast. And yeah, we're working on getting some more social meets to you guys. But until next time, I'm Candace.
This is Katie.
And stay spooky, y'all. I don't know. Working on that.
Well, they're listening to us, so they probably are a little bit on the spooky side, so that's okay.
I'm a little bit on the spooky side. All right. See y'all later.
Bye, guys.